Hi everyone, it is me, Sammy, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. Today we're doing something a little bit different because I've very kindly been gifted Lovevery's hand-on math skill set for my daughter Ava. And rather than just sitting here and telling you what's inside it, I thought that we could put it to the test. My daughter Ava is going to be turning 3 next month, and she's at that really interesting age where she starts to be really fascinated by counting numbers, patterns, all that kind of stuff. She absolutely loves it. So what I'm going to do is actually spend the day playing with her through some of these activities in this Lovevery Maths Skill Set, and we're going to see what she actually thinks of it. Because let's be honest, it can say educational on the box and it can say all the right things, but what I want to know is whether she's actually going to play with it and whether she's actually going to enjoy learning with it. So yeah, thank you to Lovevery for kindly sponsoring this video. I've been a lover of the Lovevery play kits for the longest time. Ava has actually never missed a play kit. Like, I've always got her play kits since she was born. Literally since before she was born, I got her the 0 to 12 week play kit, and the Lovevery play kits are our favorite thing to unbox together, and she absolutely loves the toys in the play kit. Her recent one that she got is the storyteller one that actually has like a puppet tent as well, which she's been absolutely obsessed with and making different dens out of the set. But we'll be showing you that in another video for sure. But I've been a lover of Lovevery for the longest time, so when they wanted to work with me on this math set, I could not be happier. You guys know I'm always forever talking about the Lovevery boxes. I think they're incredible. So yeah, I could not pass up this opportunity to work with a brand that I absolutely adore. And yeah, I really want to get Ava prepared for nursery and going into reception in a couple of years time. So yeah, working on her math skills through play is going to be incredible. And yeah, if you enjoy watching, guys, please don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing down below if you haven't already. It'd mean a lot to me. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and see what Ava thinks. I just want to add in here as well, before introducing this to Ava, I have been reading this play guide, and it's actually incredible how it goes over all the concepts and everything with the math skill set. It also looks at the CRA model, where they've worked with teachers and educational experts on building this. It's actually amazing. So I'm just having a quick read up on all of this before we can start actually introducing these pieces to Ava, because I think this is actually so important to know about. Now, the first 3 that we're going to be introducing Ava to gradually today, we're not going to overwhelm her with too much at the start, is actually to build on counting and quantity. So we have the counting cups game, and then we also have the number builder board and the total up train game. And yeah, we're going to see how she gets on. So this is to do with like counting and quantities, building up numbers, and then also an introduction to addition and subtraction as well. We're going to play the bug race. Right, so we've got to put all these cups that come with it. We've got our game board. Can you help me pop out all the cups? Yeah. You've got to fully pop them out. Pop. Can you do it? Can you go pop, pop, pop? Pop them all out. Pop. Yay. Can you put a bug in each one? Now we roll the dice. And then we count how many dots are on the dice, okay? Yeah. How many are there? 2. 1, 2. So now we have to smash 2 cups. That's it. These 2. Right. So we smash these 2 cups. Now, what bugs are on them? There. Can you find them here? Which ones? That one. Right, so that one you put in that pile. And we've got 1. And in this one, can you find the bug? Yeah. 1. So they've got 1 each. And we have to make sure they get past the finish line is the winning bug, okay? Roll it. How many? 1, 2. 1, 2. Can you smash 2 cups? 2 and 3. Do you know that what you just did was so right? We're making 6s and you did 4 plus 2. That makes 6. And then building on our addition and subtraction as well, we also have the 3 books that build on that. We then have the number sense game set as well. the plus and minus space missions, and the count on calf. And don't forget, these sets are designed for 3 to 5 years, so it's giving them all the foundations they need for when they're starting their school journey and going into nursery and stuff, and just letting them learn to love maths. And then lastly, to help them build a knowledge of shapes and space, we have these, which are twist and turn pattern makers. And then we've got these 2 games, which are the stack it up measurement game and then the pack it up spatial game, which I love the sound of because it's almost like a little mini Tetris. And she absolutely loves games like that. Well done! You did it straight away! That was so good! That's it. And then where does the teddy bear go?
Go here.
And then where does the suitcase go? Where does the suitcase go?
Go here.
Amazing! Good job! You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Let's get the green ones then. Right, and then can you fill in the rest?
Put down here. Right down here.
Oh my gosh, that was so easy for you! You want to do another one?
Yeah.
As well as talking you through loads of different things that you can do with all of these games and how to introduce them to the children, they also have maths activities at the back as well that you can do in your everyday sort of life with the kids, and sort of bring our maths learning into our everyday, including like making patterns at mealtime with like little fruit kebabs, which is so sweet. So like also helping to solve equations in real life situations as well. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a super handy guide for me, so that I can give Ava the best start, because I absolutely loved maths as a child. I was always really good at maths and I always had a super love for maths, but I know not all children do, but if I can give Ava that sort of love and that curiosity around maths, I would absolutely love that for her. So yeah, I'm super excited to see how she gets on with this going forward and over the next couple of years. So we've had a really good play with the Lovevery hands-on maths skill set, and I wanted to finish this video by sitting down and giving you my honest thoughts as a mum, because there are some pieces of this that Ava absolutely adored, and then there were some bits that she wasn't quite ready for yet. And actually I think it's really quite important to mention that as well, because this skill set is designed for children aged 3 to 5, and Ava is still younger than that. She's still got a month until she even turns 3. So I'm not looking at what she couldn't play with or couldn't understand today as this set not being suitable. It's actually really useful because I can actually see the potential and see what she's actually going to be able to grow and be able to do in the next couple of years. She really enjoyed the counting cups. She loved playing the little rolling the dice, smashing the cups and then lining the bugs up, but I do feel like it's going to be a little while until she can play the other games. I think they've got 3 different game designs in this one for us to play with, and there's multiple games on each one, so there's quite a few games still in here for her to explore. But to start off with, she really loved the bug race game, and I think that was really fun for her. But she did get quite distracted by the smashing at one point, forgot completely about the counting and just wanted to smash all the cups. Now the number builder board she actually did quite well at, but not how she was meant to play it. She sort of explored and did her own little thing. There's actually like a shadow underneath marking up to number 6, and she was actually putting like 4 and 2 and things like that together. I don't think she actually realised what she was doing, and then she sort of just went off on a tangent, started treating it like a jigsaw puzzle, and really had fun with it, to be fair. And that's all I wanted her to do today, was to really just explore them, get a little bit familiar with the pieces, and then we can work on the actual math skills and stuff. But surprisingly, I think accidentally, she was actually pretty good at matching up the number pieces to the shadows underneath. So it came with this one, and these are sort of like the shadow pieces that she was actually matching up to underneath really well. And there's also another game included in this one as well, using these same pieces. These are actually train cars in this one, and it's actually a little spinner gadget, and you get your little train pieces, and you have to sort of like earn all of the train pieces and then build up until you've got the biggest train cars following your train, and the person with the biggest train wins. So yeah, that's a really fun little game, but she wasn't quite ready to sort of understand the rules and stuff of that yet. But again, another thing for her to grow into, which I'm really excited for her to get to play with. We then had Count on Calf, which Ava wasn't actually able to understand. She loved playing with the pieces of it, but she just wasn't really understanding the whole idea of it. But we have these kind of like, it's like a cafe, and everything's got a different price, and we actually have like a little menu board here, which is really quite cool. So you can sort of like place your order. You then use this to count up how many of each. So there's 3 for the red bar, so we put 3 there. There's then 3 for the green, so we pop through 1, 2, 3, and then you add all the dots together, and then you can put your total at the end. And that's obviously going to teach counting up to 15. It comes with the money so that they can pay for their order, and you can add up all the different notes and stuff to make 15. We also have the drinks and the food pieces of paper, so you can actually give them their order as well that they've ordered, and you get a cup, a plate and a bowl to put the little pieces of paper and the foods onto, so that you can actually prepare their order as well. So it's a really fun way of playing cafe with actual money exchanging, addition and subtraction, as well as making the food and serving it like a little calf. So that is actually incredible, and I'm so gutted that she isn't quite old enough to understand this one yet. But honestly, I feel like this is going to be one of my favourite games to play with her, and she's not going to think it's a maths lesson. I'm not going to feel like it's a maths lesson. I'm going to be placing my little order and everything and telling her what I want to eat and drink, and she's going to be doing all the maths and stuff without even realising. This is definitely one of my highlights from this skill set. I think this is definitely going to be one of my favourite games I'm ever going to play with Ava, and yeah, I'll keep trying her with it and keep seeing if she's ready or not. But yeah, I cannot wait until she's ready to play this with me. Another one that Ava isn't quite ready for yet is the plus and minus space missions, but I think this looks absolutely brilliant. Now in plus and minus space missions, it's an amazing game that actually helps you to add and subtract, and you are an astronaut on these little bean bags, and you're trying to race the asteroid to Earth. So if you get to Earth first, then you manage to save Earth, but if the asteroid gets to Earth first, then you fail your mission. And there's all these like dices with plus and minus, sort of you go back and forth on the planets through the solar system, and you've got like all these cute little mission cards and stuff, and all the planets are here, and you can lay them out on the table, and that is how you go back and forth. And I'm hoping I'll be able to start Ava on this soon. I think this is one that the boys will really love to play with her with. Fingers crossed we can get her doing some space missions soon, especially when she gets a little bit more familiar with numbers and counting. We then have these 3 books to help us with addition and subtracting and counting on as well. Ava hasn't quite got the hang of these yet, but with time I'm sure she will. So this book is all about skip counting, so sort of doing like your evens and your odds, so like 2, 4, 6, 8, that kind of thing. And then we've got this book called 10 Buddies, which is all about addition up to 10. So we have all of these kind of maths problems, and then as we lift the flap, it gives us the answer to the maths problem on this side. And then with Lulu Counts On, we are counting up to 20, but in each situation we have the flap, so we have 11 here and then a question mark, and then when we lift up the flap it's 11, 12. So we're learning to count on by 1 throughout this book, but giving real life situations. Ava loves the Lovevery sort of books. She loves that there's photo illustrations rather than just drawings, and yeah, she's really interactive with the other Lovevery books, so I can't wait for her to get involved with this one too. We then have the Number Sense game set, which comes with a deck of cards, not your standard 52 cards. They all have different things on the cards, and then we have these different board games to play a variety of games. We've got this pirate card game, we've got this one here, and then we've got a fish game, a cookie game, the other half of the fish game, and then we've got these ones as well, and a whole pamphlet with loads of different games. So yeah, I need to sit down and read this one properly to see exactly what's in here. And then the last one's about shapes and space. Ava actually surprisingly did really well at. The first one is the pattern maker. So it's the twist and turn pattern maker. So it comes with this big, oh, it comes in this beautiful little bag, by the way. And we've got this folding pad, and it starts off with getting you to sort of just copy patterns. So we have these things that twist, and you just have to match the pattern to what's on the card. We've also got just colour blocks and then animals as well. So the first section's just about copying the patterns. Then we sort of have continuing the patterns. So it gives you a small pattern. You've then got to use your stick to finish continuing the pattern, and then it gives you the answer on the other side, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So you can check if you've got it right or not. And then we've got this, so as they go older, we've got the AB translates into this and this. Can you complete the pattern? And then obviously they're going to use this to try and complete the pattern. So super clever. And then also at the end we have ones that are missing the middle ones, so they actually have to figure out what's going to go in the middle there and what's missing. So yeah, absolutely love this. I think it's going to follow her through, like I said, from 3 to 5, 100%. There's levels of difficulty in all of them. I think they all start with quite low levels, and then they build up. The game either gets more complex, or the numbers get more tricky, or the maths equations get a little bit more difficult. But just like that pattern one there, they just get a little bit more tricky, and they just build and build on the knowledge. They're not just teaching you one thing and sticking it there. Like, there are levels to each of these, which I absolutely love, because they get more complex and they are really challenging, and they're going to be really great fun and amazing to learn from. And lastly, Ava's favourite ones. So this is actually 2 games in here. So you have Stack It Up measurement game, and then you have the Pack It Up spatial game, which I said Ava would love, and I was so right. That was definitely her favourite. She adored that game, and she was actually so good at it. It actually shook me how good she was. So we're definitely going to have to go through that little pamphlet pretty quickly to see if we can get her some challenging ones. But let's start with the Pack It Up spatial game. So like Ava was playing with, we started with these ones. So you get 6 items. You then put 3 of them into the plastic tray, and then you have to fill in the other 3 of what's left of the 6. And yeah, they get more complicated again as we go on, but Ava was absolutely smashing it. And again, it just gets more and more complicated. It starts not showing you the sort of silhouette, so it doesn't really help you cheat. Whereas at the beginning, it gives you the boxes and stuff. At the end, you're just given that and nothing else to work from, so it's going to be a little bit more complicated. But I'm really excited to see how much of these Ava can do right now, because she absolutely smashed that. For that game, you get this little plastic tray, and then all these wooden blocks with the different pictures on, which are absolutely adorable. And then we actually use the same blocks in the Stack It Up game, and that comes with 1 set of measurement cards, and then we also get an adventure wagon as well. And it's basically, they give you different scenarios and things like that, something that's taller than a cat or something like that, and you have to actually start stacking up the blocks on top of the car, and then there's like this little measure thing that comes with it as well. But yeah, it's all about sort of like lengths and measuring. It's all about like taller, shorter, that kind of thing. But for now, she's absolutely adoring the Pack It Up game. But yeah, looking forward to being able to play the Stack It Up game with her too. So the big question is, would I buy this myself? And I think that if I had a child within the intended age range, 100% yes, I definitely would. I can see the appeal. I love the quality of it. I think it's amazing fun, and it's actually going to teach so much without it feeling like school. It's literally just playing games, but you're learning at the same time. I think it's incredible, and like I said, the quality is outstanding. For Ava specifically, I think we're definitely at the beginning of our journey with this one. There are activities that she can already enjoy and already do really well, and they're going to be so much fun to continue playing with her, but there are definitely some bits that I'm going to have to put away, and we're just going to have to revisit when she's finally ready for them. And actually, I think that's one of the main things that I really love about this, is the growth in it. I'm not expecting her to get all of this out now, play with it and master it. Like, there wouldn't be any learning, there wouldn't be any growth with that. The fact that she can play with a few of the bits and really get to know them and really get comfortable with them, and then as she's progressing we can bring out a few more pieces, and then as she's progressing we can go up the levels in each of the games as well. There's just so much potential for growth here, and that's one of the main things that I absolutely love about this skill set. But yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. That's about as much as I can share with you. I will leave the math skill set linked down below, as well as the Lovevery play kits for you guys, just in case you wanted to check them out. They do also have some reading skill sets available now as well, which they've just brought out, so I will leave all of those linked down below in the description for you guys, just in case you wanted to check them out. And yeah, cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think about teaching kids maths and reading and everything before they start school and as they're in nursery, sort of 3 to 5 years old. What are your stances on what children should be learning, and do you believe in learning through play? Because I certainly do. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for the love and support on my channel at the moment. It means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.